Eight becomes two. No, we're not talking about the tooth count of Chris Benoit. It is the number one contender tournament. It's the final tonight. Benoit, Cena, who's going to win and face Brock Lesnar at Backlash. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your SmackDown review. April 17, 2003. The road to Backlash is well upon us. We're almost there. We've got two more shows to go. WrestleMania is in the rear view mirror. As good as it was, I'm enjoying what we've seen since WrestleMania. And Backlash legitimately does feel like a big show. It feels like another great pay-per-view coming up and not just some little event happening 4 weeks after the granddaddy of them all.
Great card, great song, just great everything, man. Backlash is exactly what you want. Even the old logo, the Scythe Man coming down, slicing people in half. Yeah, that's what I want.
You look at current day wrestling after WrestleMania, you need to wait about 6 months before you get anything half decent. But when wrestling was good, you got decent stuff, you got great stuff, hell, every single week. And this is no different. Backlash, hell, maybe it could even be better than WrestleMania. But we start off with a couple of guys I don't want to see on Backlash, no offense to them. Big Show and A-Train, they take on Tajiri and Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio and Tajiri put up a pretty good fight, but in the end, the fight, unfortunately, was not enough. Wasn't a big enough fight. And the team that weighs almost 1,000 pounds defeated the team that, doesn't even weigh 400 pounds. So it was a bit one-sided, but Show and A-Train continued to be bullies after the match. A-Train got the mist to the face. Rey Mysterio did a 619 around the ring post, taking down Big Show. He fell on his arse. Everyone laughed at the Big Show. We seen Big Show backstage after this. He called out Rey, and he wants Rey at Backlash. So, yeah, I enjoyed seeing Rey hit the 619 on Big Show, but if I knew it was going to result in a Big Show match at Backlash, I would rather not have seen it.
Yeah, we don't like Big Show on this channel, let's be honest, but I actually thought this match was pretty enjoyable. I think the dynamic of having two midget men going against two big behemoths worked.
Yeah, you know what? It lasted 6 minutes and 8 seconds, and if this was Here Comes the Pain, it probably would have lasted about 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Absolutely, but after the break, Big Show's no happy. A-Train's still blinded at this point, but, in terms of this match, I believe this is the actual match where Big Show picks him up on the stretcher and just fucks him into the ring post, so I'm looking forward to that spot.
Yeah, no, definitely. So it was good. It was alright. It was a good start. It was a decent start. A match didn't last that long, and that's what you want, quick start to the show. Nobody wants to start a show and be hit with a 25-minute match.
Yeah, if you're not starting with a promo, start with a 5-minute match, and that's what this was.
Yeah. Or a match that is worthy of being long, like a big world title match or something like that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Michael Cole up next. He's interviewing Brock Lesnar. Just don't like Michael Cole. Brock Lesnar intimidating Michael Cole. He says, Kurt kicked out of the F5 twice, and trust me, it hurts. Michael Cole obviously had some facial expressions that Brock didn't like, and he says, I can hit you with one, Cole, if you want to prove that it hurts. And Cole's like, nah, don't do that. McMahon bullies me enough. I don't need another guy bullying me. So, yeah. John Cena then comes out. Brock was talking about a concussion.
You ain't got no concussion.
Cena
have a brain.
Yeah, Cena tells Brock that to have a concussion, you need to have a brain. Brock didn't like this, but Cena was like, chill. Backing into the corner. Benoit came out to get involved. Benoit and all three of his teeth came to the ringside. And Cena kind of ran down Benoit, talked about him and talked about his teeth, and Benoit talked about respect and how he doesn't really respect Cena. Brock then said he didn't really respect Benoit. Benoit didn't respect Lesnar. It kind of got a little bit out of hand here. I thought when Benoit came down, the promo kind of went south a wee bit.
It did. No,
it was three guys talking about respect and who respected who and who didn't respect the other guy. And, I kind of lost respect for it.
I'll tell you what, right? Even at this point, it's kind of obvious, but John Cena is just leagues above these two on the mic.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like even green and not rusty, but he's green at this point. Even in his rapper voice, he doesn't speak normally.
The reason why the promo automatically gets worse because if it's Cena and Brock, Cena's getting 50% of the promo. But when Benoit comes out, he goes down to 33% of the promo.
33% chance of.
So if you do the Scott Steiner maths, then, drastically the quality of the promo goes down. But honestly, yeah, once Benoit came out, it was kind of just talking about respect, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then it was like, you don't respect me, I don't respect you, but I'm not really saying that about you. And then Cena just hit Benoit and ran away. I mean, it was an alright segment. I enjoyed Cena.
It was alright, yeah. I like
We then got a bunch of tanks.
Cena's a star.
Iraq, 2003, tanks flying, man shooting, blowing up buildings. America taking oil. Then it said, Mr. America coming soon. Yes.
Mr. America's gonna run wild on SmackDown. It was announced that Los Guerreros would face Team Angle for the WWE Tag Team Championships at Backlash. We then got Eddie Guerrero with Chavo taking on Jamie Noble.
Shelton Benjamin
with the tomato.
Shelton Benjamin, he's not a tomato, he's chocolate. He came out, he turned around and said, your grandmother say, orderly, the best housekeeper money could buy. And I thought, you know what, this is probably the strongest that Team Angle have looked since they came in.
Yeah.
And then the Guerreros, after they win the match, Eddie does just fucking absolutely bury them.
Yeah, so we got Shelton Benjamin with the whole Latin Hispanic voice, amigo ese, and then I thought Charlie Haas was going to do it, and then he just kind of was his own voice, and it was like, that was disappointing.
Yeah, no, it's like
just Charlie Haas being Charlie Haas. Eddie defeats Jamie Noble in less than 3 minutes. It was a good match, so for what it was.
It was fun.
But I think at this point, Eddie should be beating Jamie Noble, so he does. Nydia tried to get involved. Chavo stopped her from getting involved. Eddie picks up the win. Then Eddie and Chavo make fun of Team Angle after the match, and Eddie's talking about how they like to wrestle on each other and go down on each other and touch each other up, and Chavo says that they add a new meaning to the words, you suck. So, it looks like Team Angle are pretty damn gay. They come to the ring, they start brawling with the Guerreros, they get their ass kicked, so here, maybe they are gay, because they certainly couldn't fight here, and they retreat. It's going to be Team Angle versus Los Guerreros at Backlash. Better tag teams than we could hope for today.
We need to get the belts on them, rapido. I tell you what, Angles, these guys need to lose the belts.
But they not already have the belts?
No, they did, but I feel like Eddie and Chavo are
they need
by
another
far
run.
the best tag team on SmackDown, and therefore they need to get it, guys, at the end of the day. But up next, I'll tell you what we had, brother. We had René Dobry and Sylvain Grenier. We French, we eat snails, we hate fucking Americans. Pretty much that's it. Here, I like Laura Assist. I'm looking forward to the debut. But the thing is, it's hard to it is going to be hard to replicate what you're doing in vignettes into wrestling, because I don't think they're going to be getting like a minute each week to bury America. But here, maybe they will. I'm looking forward to the.
Do you think they'll get a president a debate?
Oui, maybe Montreal, Quebec, Canada, eh? It was then announced that Ray will be taking on Big Show, but you already announced that earlier on. We then basically saw like the build up to between FBI, Nathan Jones, and Taker. I tell you what, man, how can a feud featuring Nathan Jones and the FBI be worthy of main event in Mania?
Yeah, well,
you got this wee beat, man. FBI, we were walking, officer. They stole $1,200 out my jacket and a laptop. And then it's like, was that big freak show bastard Nathan Jones? Is there a problem here, man? And then Undertaker's like, you picking on him because we did time, officer. Fuck, he's picking on him because he's shite. How about that's why he's picking on him? I mean, it was good, like, but Nathan Jones, man, he's got he's got almost, I would say, a perfect look. But see, once he starts moving and he starts talking, it's all over.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that monster kind of look going for him, but yeah, we just see that he's not the greatest in the ring. He moves very stiff. He kind of sucks, but you know what? He's an enjoyable wrestler. I want to see more of Nathan Jones, and who knows, maybe one day he'll make it in the movie business. Not really a wrestler, but maybe
he might be in The Condemned.
Maybe he could
Here I'm making a movie called The Condemned.
We're not condemning his career. I mean, he could still go on and be a world champion, but at this point, it's not looking too good for him. But yeah, we then see Nathan Jones choking Nunzio backstage.
This was a good choke.
Yeah, it was. He just had him choked up against this like gorilla cage, like a steel cage fence. Almost looked like it was some sort of electric panel behind it. I thought Nunzio was going to get fried here, but
Yeah, he's like, stand by, Paul, Jack,
Johnny and Stamboli try and make the save, but Nathan Jones just lays them out, and then he leaves, getting ready for his match against Nunzio later. And I mean, it looks like it could be 3-on-1 because Taker is not here tonight. He's going to be away for a few weeks, and he's getting shoulder surgery. So again, the big man, the dead man, he's not there, but there's a reason for it. It's not because he's a lazy part-timer like Roman Reigns. He's legitimately having to get, some surgery on his shoulder.
Elbow, but elbow, shoulder, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's a genuine reason why he can't be there. I'm sick of this. Oh, less is more pish. The guys, your stars need to be there every week. Your champions should be there every week. And when they're actually there, it should be some good shit. But the reality is, in modern day wrestling, Roman Reigns has been written off indefinitely. And then I've seen like a news article talk about the fact, but don't worry, guys, he'll be back for Mania. Back from it's in April. Back end of April. See, back in these periods, man, you were getting guys every week. See, at this point, missing Undertaker for like 5 weeks. That's a mighty blow. Could you imagine if it was 5 months?
Yeah,
just for the sake of keeping them off?
Unlikely we'll see Taker at Backlash.
Yeah, we're not going to see Taker at Backlash, but we are going to. It's kind of sad though, because it's kind of like the last few months of the American Badass.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
evil.
That's just kind of what you had back then. It's like top stars missing one pay-per-view felt like a big deal, but you look at wrestling now and it's like the top stars miss 3 or 4 pay-per-views in a row, so whatever. Anyway, we move on. We've got Tori Wilson. She's stretching in her dressing room. Sable comes in. Sable talks about seeing Tori Wilson naked last week. Lucky Sable. She then wants help with her dress, the zipper. The zipper's busted. Then she says it's not busted. Then she starts unzipping the zipper, basically takes her top off. Tori Wilson plays the eye contact game where you can't look away from someone's eyes or else you lose. So Tori Wilson...
She won.
Yeah, Tori Wilson won because she didn't look down at all.
Brock didn't though.
Yeah, well, he lost. Tori Wilson then walks off and Sable's left on her own. A bit of a weird, not really sure what they're going for here. Sable is
sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? It is what it is. Sable then turns around and she's holding her boobs, but she's looking pretty old here in my opinion.
Yeah, this is 2000, but then Sable, in my opinion, always looked old. But we say she looks old. It's not like she looks 70.
Yeah, look, we're not saying she's unattractive. I'm just saying I think she looks old.
She looks like somebody that's 40.
Yeah, it's like, see when you see Sable and Tori, like, when you see Tori and Stacey, they look like they're in the same generation. They look like they could be sisters. So when I see Tori and Sable, it honestly looks...
That's your mother.
Yeah, it looks more like a mother-daughter thing in my eyes.
Vince does like weird shit like that. We then saw footage of McMahon. He was sending Hogan packing 2 weeks ago. Is Hogan going to be coming back soon? Who knows? Then it was announced that Rikishi would be facing Sean O'Haire with Roddy Piper in his corner at Backlash. Weird match, but you know what? I like Sean O'Haire. I'm liking this return of Roddy Piper. Why not go ahead with it? And up next, it was Piper's Pit. Piper basically says that fans that type on the computer are cards. You know what? They fucking are. I know we type on the computer but... the rest of them, look at the state of the rest of them.
He said, yeah, no, it's true because people can just say anything and not get punched in the face these days, and that's kind of how it works. But yeah, Roddy Piper comes out, talks about making friends, and he's made a big friend in Sean O'Haire. He sees a lot in Sean O'Haire. He says that Sean O'Haire can be the new Millennium Wrestler, the new champion of champions. O'Haire comes out, stands in the ring with Piper, says that he's excited to learn from the only mind in wrestling that might be more evil than his. And then he says that, he's not here to kiss Piper's ass and suck up to him, but he is here to learn. So, O'Haire making Piper aware that he's not just going to be some mindless lackey.
I think we've lost the whole I'm not telling you anything you don't already know gimmick, though.
Well, he did literally just say that at the end of his speech.
Yeah, I know it's gone, but yeah, I actually liked it. The wee white backgrounds, the Dexter rooms almost.
I'm not too sure. Could they use someone else with Piper here? I don't know if O'Haire was the guy. What about that
Nathan Jones?
No, what about the other guy?
What one?
The guy that comes out was unbeaten for a bit, then he lost to Nathan Jones.
Done
tough enough. Aye. You know, Beef Piper's right-hand man. But then again, maybe they thought they could build some wheel here.
Well, you know what, right? Jimmy Snooker.
We'll see where it goes. Jimmy, all I know is O'Haire doesn't become a world champion, so
I've never rated Jimmy Snooker, right? First time I've heard, by the way, that he's apparently the uncle of Rikishi, which makes Rikishi
super fly.
The brother of Tamina. Or not the brother, the cousin of Tamina. Like, how many of these people are related?
Yeah, you know what? The whole Samoan thing doesn't really do it for me, but Snuka comes out.
He did not. Yo, Snuka's got a good look, but he's only got one look. And it was the
constant stare at the camera.
Deer in the headlights, but it's like a deer that would probably stab you.
Yeah, it was a weird looking deer. He just stared at Piper. They got into a bit of a brawl. Snuka got the better of him. Then O'Haire came in and attacked Snuka, but then Rikishi came down and attacked O'Haire, attacked Piper. Then he got cracked with a clothesline, and they kind of left both Rikishi and Piper down. But yeah, the match is happening. Obviously at the pay-per-view, and then Rikishi challenges Roddy Piper to a match next week. So, yeah, should be interesting to see Roddy Piper make his first...
Got a bit of a belly on you, that kilt fella.
Should be interesting to see how Piper gets on this first match, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean, first match in WWE since when? Mania 13? No, Mania 12 even? Was it 13? No, it was 12. The street fight against Goldust. That was actually a good match, that.
Yeah, alright, we then got a video with Tori Wilson doing a Playboy signing, not bad. Then Tori Wilson defeats Nydia in a match again that lasted less than 3 minutes. Sable came down to the ring. She had a referee shirt on, she refereed the match. And
drop kicked Jamie Noble.
Yeah, not a lot happening here. Tori wins, Sable raises his arm up, and means Tori Wilson just doesn't really look interested in Sable, but Sable's very interested in Tori Wilson.
You know what? At least there's a story here.
Yeah,
it can't work, so make a story out of it.
We then got Matt Hardy defeating Brian Kendrick in just over 3 minutes with a twist of fate to retain the Cruiserweight title. So, yeah, I mean, short matches here on SmackDown this week. Not complaining, though.
This match was a bit dead.
It gets announced officially that Piper will take on Rikishi next week, so we'll get that. Backstage, Nunzio says that Nathan Jones will pay for what he did, and Palumbo and Stamboli says they know what they gotta do. So yeah, the FBI are going to be standing on business tonight. Nathan Jones defeats Nunzio in disqualification, 38 seconds. The matches are getting shorter, god damn it. But the FBI attack lasted longer than the match, and they took it Nathan Jones with a steel step to the knee or the ankle.
Is it safe to say that Nathan Jones could be done? Is there actually any proof he's back?
Does he not wrestle in this one of the 5-man Survivor Series matches?
He might, but honestly...
this could be Nathan Jones written off TV for a while.
For like 6 months. Go to OVW again, buddy.
And who knows, maybe Undertaker will feud with the FBI for a bit when he comes back.
No, I know. No, I think Nathan. I think this is what he needs. He's had exposure, but the reality is, see, when he comes back, I doubt Taker's still going to be like his best pal.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. John Cena then comes into the ring. He's rapping about Benoit, saying that he could rent the space between his teeth.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and he calls him a dynamite ripoff, obviously referring to Benoit's idol, the Dynamite Kid.
The most overrated bastard. Is he? Is he the most overrated?
I mean, that's harsh, but you know what? I will go as far as saying I think Chris Benoit is way better than the Dynamite Kid. Chris Benoit's got intensity and ruthless aggression that not many people can match.
Yo,
and I would put Benoit up there as one of the best technical wrestlers of all time.
I couldn't even tell you, right, a Dynamite Kid match. Now, some people might argue, well, that probably makes your opinion on the guy irrelevant. Yeah, you might be right. But this guy was the flippy, not the flippy, he was the small technical, high-flying guy 15 years before it was relevant. And sadly, that's just not going to work.
I would not describe him as a high-flying guy.
I know, but he was a small guy.
Yeah,
like Benoit and Jericho and Guerrero are kind of high flyers. To a degree.
No, they're not. Benoit, no, they're not.
But he is he's not right. Not a high flyer, but athletic.
Just think before you speak.
He's not a high flyer, but he's athletic.
You've just done Triple H. You've grabbed the shovel and you're burying a hole.
No, burying
and
a
you've
hole,
jumped
mate.
in it yourself.
No, there's a big difference between like the likes of these guys and guys who are roid heads.
They're not high flyers. They're just guys that are smaller in stature. I mean, if you said Eddie Guerrero and Jericho were high flyers, I'd accept that. But Benoit and the Dynamite Kid, absolutely not.
The Dynamite Kid. How many fucking matches of the Dynamite Kid have you watched?
Doesn't matter because he couldn't lace John Cena's boots. John Cena
Could he fill the gap in Benoit's teeth?
Oh, maybe, possibly. John Cena defeats Benoit. Wasn't as good as the match against the Undertaker, but here I wasn't expecting it to be.
Not
Counters.
bad against two dead men.
Yeah, we get some counters. Benoit goes for like a schoolboy type maneuver, but Cena hooks the legs, gets the pin, and defeats Benoit. So Benoit surprised there that he was out-wrestled by Cena, but he was out-wrestled by Cena, who countered the sunset flip. Cena gets the win. Cena will now go on and face Brock Lesnar for the belt at Backlash. And I don't know what Benoit will do at Backlash. Probably nothing, to be fair.
I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to when the pay-per-view split. You know, because I think it's going to give a lot of people...
Yeah, look, I think we're definitely at the point where they need it now. They really do, because you're looking at these shows and you're getting some, like, real top guys that are... I mean, look at the SmackDown side of things. You've got Kurt Angle, who's out injured, right? You've got Undertaker, who's missing this due to injury. Benoit, who is not competing because he doesn't have a match and he lost to Cena. But let's say that Angle wasn't injured, Taker wasn't injured. They couldn't just have those guys miss out.
No, I know.
If you have all the top guys on the show, then it's like the guys lower down the card never get an opportunity to have the payoff match at a pay-per-view. You would never get like a Sean O'Haire versus Rikishi. You would never get Matt Hardy defending the Cruiserweight title. You wouldn't get Los Guerreros taking on Team Angle. So, I mean, I think that going forward, the brand exclusive pay-per-views are the way to go.
Yeah. And you know what? Dare I say, I think they probably should have been... No, not from the get-go, but I feel like maybe earlier, like back in 2002, they should have made them more exclusive.
More exclusive? Should have just made them exclusive, period.
You know what I mean? More exclusive. All-inclusive. Here on Fog Wrestling, we love everybody, don't we?
I would do
all subscribers.
Anyway, it's time to rate the show. Good week of wrestling. Was this show as good as Raw?
Nowhere near.
I don't think so, but I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
I think 7's too high. I'll give it a 6.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah, I just think more often than not, Raw blows SmackDown at the water. Yeah, still a good episode. Still a good wrestling television show.
Last week's SmackDown was good though.
No, it was, but what I would say is, more often than not, Eric Bischoff delivers. I mean, Stephanie... I mean, Bischoff's like an integral part of Raw. Stephanie's never there. And you could argue that's a good thing, but I think what lacks on SmackDown is a strong authority figure. So, 6.5 out of 10. Peace.